Howdy friends, we're going to be looking at Vision H series Kamado unboxing and installation and a very quick review. This grill is really heavy. I would suggest that you get it delivered where you would like to install it. Alternatively, you will have to kind of start opening it in the garage and then bring one piece at a time to where you would like to install it. For us, it was in the backyard, and as you may see, I have a deck with steps. uh, Practically it was just not feasible for me to kind of bring this all alone, and my wife potentially could not have helped with this either, so I may have had to kind of request for a separate or look for people who would do this, but just something to kind of keep in mind. So with that, let's get going and look at the quick unboxing. So this is very well packed. I'm just simply impressed. This came from China and it's ceramic, and with the weight and the aspects, with they have done a pretty good job. So as you may be seeing, don't rip apart the box, just lift it up. It's been designed in a way wherein the components are sitting in the bottom box pretty secured. Nothing is going to just fall out. So right side box is the base and tools. Left side, this big box, is the key shell, and it has some accessories inside it. So like the main box, just simply lift this box up, and that would expose all the key components. You don't have to kind of break your head ripping the box apart. So most of the side pillars and the other boxes, like this packing material, has some of them have tools in them. So make sure that you check every brown box or sort of this uh, covers to ensure that nothing is missed. Like for example, this has a cast iron grate inside it. And then with that, the shell also has a lot of components and the accessories inside it. So I would suggest at this stage you inspect the grill and also take these components out, because once you make the base, the key thing would be to again lift the shell up and put it on the base, right? And this is heavy, so you would want to cut down as much weight possible to avoid any accident or avoid any injury. So my 2 cents would be just take this shell out, and like the inner shell out and all the accessories out. That would just be the minimal weight. I mean, it's still heavy. I think if you're 2 people, you would need 2 people pretty much. And if you're 2 strong people, it'll make the job much easier. So just keep that in mind, right? So before you go too far at this stage, I sincerely hope that you receive this in one piece. Carefully inspect this, right? Ensure there are no cracks. This is ceramic. Some of the minor ones are repairable, but if you have some major issues, this may be the time to kind of carefully inspect and see if you will want to proceed forward, or maybe just stop here and then see whatever is the right next step. So with that, the next key setup here is actually quickly making the base. The instructions are very clear. There are very few pieces there. As you may be seeing, there are like 4 legs, and then you have the cross connectors. Uh, Once you just put them, it's all putting these together. I think I'm okay with the quality of this base. I think this could have been done maybe better, or with time, I think we'll see. It's definitely sturdy. I don't see it's going anywhere, but maybe looking at the grill, this and the side shells are, to me, I think they can be better. So once you put this together, I would suggest like you flip this base around and install the wheels. It'll be just much easier. And once you're done with the installation of the wheels, just flip it back up and then get going with the putting the key shell on the base, right? And that's where the key key things start to kind of shape up. So this is the most, I would say, difficult and the step wherein you should be the utmost careful. I was thankful to my wife who was able to kind of lift this one up with me and then put this on the base. It was surely not easy, but you can do it. I mean, we are not very overly strong people. We're kind of average, and we were able to do it. So you should be able to do it. But I think the key is when you lift it up and put it on the stand. That's like a little tricky part, right? So make sure that if you're stressed out, you give yourself enough time to kind of do this. Uh, Rest is pretty straightforward. We just start putting things back in. So put the inner shell. This is where actually the coal would sit. There is an opening there. Align it with the front tray. You see where the tray is going. This is a tray which would collect the ashes and also has a control now for the airflow. So make sure that this sits right in the center of the inner shell, and that would just avoid any ashes to kind of fall on the base outside. And that's pretty much to it with respect to the base installation. There is a big crack on the back there. You may have noticed that's by design because it sort of contracts and expand with the temperature. The next step here is basically install the these metal shelves. They basically hold the coal in place and let just the ash seep through. This black lining is basically for grill to seal and not expose the airflow out. As you may be seeing, like when you open this one up, it really sits towards the back. So make sure you have enough clearance. And this grill, as you may be seeing, there is a gas connect there. The beauty with the Vision grill is that you can actually make it a gas grill. We did buy that component, and I'll do that as a separate review. So if you have that in mind, make sure that you place it where the gas connected so that you don't have to kind of worry about that later on. The next quick thing is just put the top airflow control panel, whatever they kind of call it. There is no, I think, special install. Just put it and just gently press it. Because of the lining there, it just sits snug there. The next one is pretty straightforward, installing the shite shelves. Again, I mean, I'm not super impressed with the quality. I would, I think they're still okay on the quality. Maybe they should have made them like little tension in the hinges so that it doesn't fall. Another thing you may want to note here is when you take the tray out, there's a little gap here between the two metal grates you just put. This is where the heater go inside this. So just a quick check before you go too far that everything is looking aligned. Now at this stage you can actually just put the grate and you're sort of all done. But if you have purchased the additional components like the lava stone, which also comes with the gasket included, you may want to install that. And the only last piece is the cover. I'm super impressed with the cover quality. It has a side opening, very easy to kind of take it out and put it back in. I mean, there's a lot of engineering gone in terms of packing and designing this stuff. I am actually quite impressed with the quality overall, and how it looks. This just looks beautiful, and I think the color choice we made is, I think we are very happy. So now to the fun part. Let's fire it up. Vision has made the charcoal lighting process really super easy. You get this charcoal lighter, which is electric, as a separate component. You can purchase it. It's a pretty economical component. Just plug it in, and it takes roughly somewhere around 5 to 10 minutes to kind of light up this thing. And that's all you have to do. So no more old days of putting any lighter fluid or preparing the coal outside, which is sort of a messy process. And the lighter fluid specifically, I don't like. That just kind of changes the aroma and the taste of the food. So beyond this point is all like getting the grill to the right temperature. So today we would be setting it in the grill zone. That's our objective. If this is your first time with the Kamado grill, like for us, it is literally the first time. I have done coal-based cooking before, but not with the Kamado grills. Adjusting the temperature or kind of getting the right temperature is tricky. So once you get to the right temperature, then you start to kind of taper down the airflow knobs and maintain them, because if grill really goes beyond the temperature you were looking for, is very difficult to kind of bring it down. Meaning it's not difficult in a way, but it does take a little bit of a time to kind of get it to the right temperature, and that's all you have to do. The flavors are outstanding. Everything from the coal cooking is just coming out uh, extremely delicious. The flavors are amazing. I would suggest you to kind of use chips and enhance the flavors and the aromas even more. Uh, we have tried veggies to the non-vegetarian, specifically. Meat is super tender. The vegetables we tried, from pineapple to corn to paneer, which is the Indian version of the cheese, is just outstanding. So the coal cooking, if you're coming from the gas, is just gonna blow you away in terms of flavors. So it's every penny worth out there. So we hope this video has kind of helped you getting things off the ground and giving you some deeper perspective about the Kamado grill, specifically Vision. So we'll do more detailed videos later with respect to cooking and the grill's aspects. Thank you.